closest finish in a decade. Bernardino completing it in 113 hours, 24 minutes, 23 seconds. Well, that, of course, was some 7 hours ago. We're live now from Paris along the Champs-Élysées, and it's my pleasure to reintroduce to you the man who finished in second place today, Greg LeMo. Greg, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people in America must be wondering now, after that classic mountain climb in which you had the chance to go on and take the yellow jersey, why you didn't go ahead and do it. Can you put that in perspective for us?
Bike racing's a team sport, and at the time Bernardino had the yellow jersey leading the race, and he had a 3.5 minute lead over me, and the team director didn't feel I was, you know, I would have enough advantage over the second place rider had I taken the lead, and he told me to stop. And Bernardino, after all, is my boss on the team, and I have to take orders from the team.
Were you a little bitter about that?
Yeah, at the finish, because, you know, it's been my dream to win the Tour de France, and it's the biggest sporting event in Europe, and it might only happen once in your lifetime, and I know I had that chance this year, and it's passed, and I have to forget about it right now. But there's always next year.
You're such a great climber. Do you think you have a chance to win next year? Will you win the Tour next year?
You know, I just won the time trial yesterday, and I think that with my climbing and my time trialing's improved, you know, those are the qualities it takes to win the Tour de France. And I think that, you know, I'm going to be another year stronger. And I think that with this year's experience, I'm going to have the best chance of anybody to win next year.
Bernardino says that you sacrificed for him. Now he's going to sacrifice for you. What do you think about that?
I think it's true. I helped him win the Tour de France and the Tour of Italy, and I really believe without me, he would have had a hard time winning the Tour de France. So I think it's normally works for me next year.
Great. Thanks a lot. It was our pleasure following you, although it was a little difficult. Thanks again. For Phil Liggett and Eric Hayden, I'm John Tesh, and for a whole lot of other people who worked very hard on this show, let's send you back now to Pat O'Brien in New York. Pat?
And good job, John. Come on back home. Dave Michaels and all the gang, a great job in covering the 72nd Tour de France Classic.
Gary Bender.